Happy Halloween, everyone. It's Vintage Vinny. I hope you all had a great little spooky, fun evening. To end the October month, I thought I would bring you guys my eBay sales for October 2018. Had a pretty good month in terms of sales and prices that I've gotten for stuff. Couple disputes that I'll mention in this video when I get to said items. I hope you all enjoy, and let me know what you think in the comments. So to start off, I sold this Ralph Lauren Polo men's aftershave. Um, so I sold it for 30 bucks. The buyer got it, and they wanted to return it because the amount said on the box was not the correct amount in the title, as you can see, because I copied the listing to make it easier. And then I never got the item back, so I didn't realize that I hadn't updated all my new info in terms of my new address for shipping, so now I'm waiting to hear back from this person. I asked them to go ahead, after contacting eBay, I told them to open up a case so that way I can just accept the return and go ahead and they can send me it back with my new address. So that way I can get it back and resell it. I'm still waiting to hear back from this person. This is a little bit of a nightmare, but most of this was my fault because he sent the item back, but it was to my other address that we had. So they sent it back because it was a return to sender. We were not at that residence. So yeah, that was a little bit of a dispute there, but it's okay. It happens. I'm gonna get over it. Now, this was actually somewhat of a good pickup, too. This was something I picked up actually at a Target clearance. This was $10.86, and I sold one of them for best offer $50, and he contacted me and let me know that it was not working on his iPad. So I'm just going to go ahead and send him the other one that we have, so that way I don't have to refund him his money. If that one doesn't work, then I'm going to end up refunding him anyway. He said he wanted me to send it all the way to Israel, and I basically just said I don't have capability of doing that, so I'm just going to send it to the address that he already had, and I'll let him deal with it because that's going to cost an arm and a leg, and I've already spent $14 just to ship this stuff out to him. Actually, I take that back. I spent an extra $7, so yeah. So I basically was trying to help him out, and you know. So hopefully that works out. Next item is something that I picked up at our townwide yard sale back in July, I think it was. Paid, I think, $4 for this Nexus set. I found out that this was, I guess, an exclusive set that you could buy. It's from Sam's Club. And I sold it for a best offer of $30 with the buyer paying shipping, which is pretty good, going from 4 to 30. That's a pretty good return on investment there, I think. Now these, if you ever come across them, I highly recommend picking them up because they are very collectible, especially if they're in the original box. These are called view lighters, and if you don't know what that means, it's basically a lighter that has an image in it. Let me see if... yeah, so as you can see, this one's a Hunter. It came with the original instructions. In one of my haul videos, if you haven't seen it, I'll link it in a card up here. I picked up a whole bunch of stuff for 30 bucks, so after doing all the math and everything, it came out to $1.66. This one I think I sold for $19.99. The other one I put up for best offer, which I didn't mean to do. I wanted to get $19.99 each for them. So basically it was about $38, $39 that I got for both of them. So that paid off everything that I purchased, which was great. So that's the first one. And then the second one is actually a golfer, which I thought was really cool. People love to collect these things. I mean, you name it, people buy it and collect it. Matches, pinup, lighters, anything that, there's multiple of people are out there collecting. So, and the fact that these were new in the box and never fired, this was a really, really good find. I was really, really satisfied. And these sold as soon as I listed them. So I know I got exactly what other people were charging, so someone got a good deal and I made a significant profit, so win-win, right? This was another really, really good pickup. This was a Braun Oral-B 3D Deluxe Plaque Remover Toothbrush. I paid $5 for it. There was not any plastic covering the toothbrush itself, and then there were some loose heads, I guess, or brushes. So I threw those away because I was like, that's just taking too much of a risk. So I decided not to go ahead and do that. So I threw out all that stuff, and I just mentioned the fact that it was new, it hadn't been used, and it really doesn't look like it was ever used, especially when I looked at it. Came with all the instructions and everything. Again, that was a $5 item that I picked up at one of the thrift stores in town, and I sold it for full asking price of $39.99 with the buyer paying shipping. Now, this was something that I've had for quite a while. I actually use this myself. This is a Columbia titanium jacket in a size large, and I think I bought it probably when I was I was probably freshman or sophomore year in high school. So I've had this thing for quite a while. I just outgrew it, so I decided to go ahead and sell it. I was going to donate it originally because I've been going through everything that I've had, as you all know, since we've moved up here and just getting rid of what I don't want or what I don't fit anymore, or even just all my knick-knack, bricky-bracky stuff. But something told me to go ahead and list this. I had a ton of views, and then it actually got relisted one time. Someone offered me, I think, like 15 or 20 bucks. I didn't think that was reasonable, so I declined the offer. And someone made me an offer of $25. I thought that was pretty darn fair, so that's what I took for it. And I think at the time, I bought this at a thrift store that is no longer in my old area. So I think I may have paid $2 to $4 for this. So to get $25 for something that I took care of and was, a very nice jacket, I was very satisfied with that. I guess this was another arbitrage item. I picked this up at my Marshall's. That I work at. We got these last Christmas, I remember, and this one sat for a long time. It got marked down, and then it got marked down again, and then again. And I bought it at $16, paid $15.30 with my associate discount, and I listed it, I remember, a while back, and it didn't sell. And then I guess I went on to see if anything else was, or if there were any other listings for it. And there are some people who have a ton of them, like maybe a store has them, and then they're just listing them online like that. But then I found an individual seller who had one, and then I just copied their listing. And lo and behold, I got full asking price of $39.99. So $15 turned into 40. That's about a $25 profit. That's pretty good, I think. Another really, really good thing to look for if you are out thrifting is look for the original Goosebump books. These ones are from the 90s. I find that the newer versions of these, like the newer covers and everything, just don't add up to the 90s books. So I got Welcome to Dead House, Stay Out of the Basement, The Curse of the Mummy's Tomb, The Werewolf of Fever Swamp, One Day at Horrorland, The Scarecrow Walks at Midnight, Return of the Mummy, My Hairiest Adventure, The Cuckoo Clock of Doom, The Barking Ghost, The Abominable Snowman of Pasadena, How I Got My Shrunken Head, Bad Hair Day, The Beast from the East, Ghost Camp, How to Kill a Monster, and Beware the Snowman. So I actually bought a bunch of these books for 59 cents a piece at one of my Goodwills, and some of these were duplicates. Actually, most of these are duplicates. No, actually, all of them are duplicates. I already had all these. I have the complete set. Some of them were from the 2000s, like maybe 2006 or 2007 when they released them, and they still had the same old covers, just, a little bit more up-to-date graphics for the time period. But some of them that I had were in pretty rough shape, so I decided to swap them out with some that I thought were in better shape from the lot that I bought versus what I already had. So I switched them out. So the ones that I switched them with, I paid 50 cents for a while, like years ago. So even still, I paid $10.03 for this whole lot, which was kind of a lot, especially because it was 59 cents a piece. There were 17 books, so I didn't do best offer for these because I wanted to get a solid amount for these. So I paid 10.03 and I sold them for $29.99 with buyer paying media shipping, which was only a few dollars. Last item is something that I've had up for a long time, and I'm just happy it finally sold. It's this AHM HO scale lighted Masterpiece Series factory with loading silos kit. I picked this up at one of the co-ops in town. Actually, it's only, I'd say, 2 miles down the road from me. I don't go there very often because I like to let people bring in new stuff, just give the place time for more stuff to come in. I think I paid maybe $4 or $5 for this, maybe $4 and some change because the booth was having a sale. And I sold it for full asking price. I did not do a best offer of $19.99 with the buyer paying shipping. So that's everything that I wanted to share with you all today. What did you all think? Do you think October did very well for me? Give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment below. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you'd like to follow me on other social media platforms, those are also down in the description box as well. Also, if you're interested in being notified when a new video is posted, go ahead and click the bell next to the subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching.